everything still runs in one, and Dr. Omane Boamah, our President John Dramani Mahama nominated as the Defense Minister. Vetting. Now, vetting, questions and equals 1, 2, 1, 2, and it drew Afenyo Markin. So, the Afenyo Markin, when Afenyo Markin, like the real behavior of vetting committee, she drew Afenyo Markin. So, I said, call back and forth, back and forth. It means it will be a correct. Dr. Omane Boamah so to the boy, see Afenyo Markin questions now, one after the other. To me, how Afenyo Markin, any Dr. Omane Boamah, the Defense Minister nominee, like more interaction, also our Parliament.
Let me understand you on your employment history. Page 2 of your CV. Let me know when you get there.
Yeah, I'm there.
You're there. So, item 2, you didn't number it, but the point 2, policy advisor and political strategist to President John Dramani Mahama, 2017 to 2024. Were you on salary? Were you paid?
No.
Very well. As private medical practitioner, Afra International Hospital, 2019 to 2022, was it on salary?
Not on salary, but on there was compensation, but not on like monthly salary as had been structured.
So were you working in and performing some services and being paid?
No. For the periods that I worked, I could work, let's say, for 1 month, sometimes 2 months, and then it will be accumulated and paid.
How were you paid?
I don't understand your question. How?
I mean, you said that there was some compensation, not salary per se. You said not salary per se, the monthly salary. That's what you just said.
Yes.
Right, but you were paid.
Yes.
Were you paid on the table, cash on the table, or they paid through your account, direct transfer, or they issued you a check anytime the employer needed to pay you?
It was paid directly.
Cash on the table, you mean?
Not cash on the table. Cash
dog.
in envelope.
Cash in envelope?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, you would agree with me? You would agree with me, Dr. Kwame, are you a free? The nominee, who is your cousin, is on oath, and you are having a convo with him. And honorable nominee, my respected friend, you are on oath. You are supposed to stay away from all external convo. Is that okay?
Very, very okay.
Very well. Now, you would agree with me that since you are receiving your salary, your compensation, your pay in an envelope, cash in an envelope, you would agree with me that you wouldn't know whether your employer was paying your tax or not.
I wouldn't know, but I have no reason to doubt that the employer will not pay.
Have you, within the period 2019 and 2022, did your employer, Afra International Hospital, furnish you with evidence of payment of taxes on your behalf?
No.
Given the opportunity, would you furnish this committee with proof of your taxes being paid for the period 2019 to 2022, where you, as Dr. Omane Boamah, had to receive your salary in an envelope, cash on the table in an envelope?
Definitely, since it's the responsibility of the employer, I can contact the employer. And if that is what you need, definitely.
It's statutory. It's not that what I need, with respect. Yeah. I mean, when we work, we're supposed to pay. It's our duty to pay taxes.
Yeah.
And you are coming into public service. That's why you stated it on your CV. That's why I'm doing this inquisition.
Yeah.
So it's not that I need. The state needs it. Now, let me move to the next point. If I understand your CV, page 2, correctly, you are saying that the last time you were gainfully employed was November 2022, correct?
Not necessarily. And I take it as, if not well structured, it will be as if I had no income from December 2022. I had. And because I'm directly responsible for that, I even have documents to prove the tax aspect of that.
Doc, I'm taking it step by step. On your CV, point 1 on your CV, you have told this honorable committee that you worked between 2019 to November 2022. In fact, for the 2019, you did not provide us which month you started working with AFRA. Would you be able to provide us with the month you started working?
I'll check it.
Very well. That's fair. Now, in this employment, were you given a letter of appointment? Were you given a letter where your conditions of service were spelled out? Were you?
I was given a letter of appointment, and let me capture the context very well for you. It was a very teething hospital that I had to provide my service to support them to stand on their feet. And so, even at the initial stage, it was subsequently that the payments commenced. But I was okay because it was a service that I was rendering. It helped me also to sharpen my skills, not to go stale as a medical doctor, while still serving my party. So yes, there was a letter of appointment along the line as a practitioner there. What I recall is the exact details of it, but I believe if I go through...
So if you say you received an appointment letter along the line,
yeah.
Are you suggesting to this honorable committee that ab initio you were not issued with an appointment letter, which letter would have to trigger a commencement of
Initially no, but the evidence abounds because a lot of the clinical work that we did were computerized. So if you want confirmation of my practice, you can find it directly on the digital platforms of the hospital.
Okay, Doc, so let's go back. On the November, you said you ended your employment in November. And I was asking you that from November 2022 up until now, have you been employed by any entity again, or that your services at Afra International extended beyond November?
No, it didn't. And it was because around that time I needed to help my party organize a national congress, and then after that also we had our presidential primaries. I couldn't.
That's fair enough. That's fair.
Time, and subsequently became director for elections and IT.
Doc,
and so I didn't.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So let me ask you this. So you will agree to the suggestion that your work as director of IT was not an employment, correct?
I won't see it as an employment unless you want to construe it that
well,
way.
Let me qualify. Did you earn any salary, or were you being paid any allowance as a director of IT?
Occasionally.
Were you paying tax on that allowance?
I paid subsequently.
What do you mean by you pay subsequently?
I've addressed all my tax obligations.
Take it easy. Doc, take it easy. I don't want us to make it clumsy. I don't want us to be all over the place. Take it easy. I want us to deal with the issue step by step. You're going to be our defense minister. Just step by step. Employment is employment. And I want to know from you that after the Afra International Hospital, November 2022, it ended, right? You've into the mic. Your response should go into the mic. Yes. And you've also told us that because of your party activities, you had to now pay attention, flag bearership, election, and all. So you were occupied with that work, correct?
Correct.
So what I want to know from you is that January to December 2023, January, doing any work of which you were earning salary or that you were being paid allowances?
Yes. And I have answered that as Director for Elections and IT, occasionally we were given allowance. And I've also added that for that period, 2023 and 2024, I have ensured that the requisite taxes have been paid.
I'm saying that.
But I know where you are going. That's why I'm.
Dog. Easy with me.
And it's here.
Chairman, you know that I have my good friend seated to your right. Please take it easy. Let's pick one at a time, so that we can end this thing quickly. I beg of you.
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right. Now, between 2023 and 2024, you are telling this committee that your earnings, the only thing you earn, came from your job as director of IT at your party headquarters, where you were being paid occasional allowances, correct?
Yeah. So Mr. Chairman, this is where there was a need for me to explain this. I don't know what you see as earnings per your definition. But for instance, I have investment which I earned from, some of which have been affected by the haircut, the financial haircut. You understand? So I put all these together as my earnings, not just the limited occasional allowance that we had. And that's why I said, I know where you are heading. Because if you don't understand the question, I don't even attempt to answer it. I knew where you were heading. And that's why I said, for 2023 and 2024, that I had that personal responsibility to pay on what I was earning for those years. I have satisfied my tax obligations.
Honorable nominee.
And the committee has the tax clearance certificate before us.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Honorable nominee. You've provided me with some additional information on your investment, which has suffered from haircuts. We'll deal with that separately. But let me ask you, the allowances that you are receiving, occasional allowances that you were receiving as director of IT from your party headquarters, were these allowances being paid into your account, or it was also in an envelope tabletop?
It was not paid into. The Chairman, it was not paid into my account.
How did you receive it?
I normally will keep it with my directorate, and then as and when I have to spend from it, I authorize.
So you were receiving it cash, in other words, cash?
Well,
because these were allowances.
Interestingly, I never went to even receive it myself on any occasion. So I will not be able to tell. But what I know is that whenever I wanted an expenditure effected on my behalf, I will instruct, and it will be spent via Momo.
Okay, so you were receiving occasional allowance. This allowance that you received, which was an earned allowance, you had earned it, it's an income. Did you find out from your party, the director of finance of your party, whether these allowances that were paid you, perchance they deducted taxes from it?
No.
Given the opportunity, would you want to furnish us with evidence of taxes being deducted from these allowances from your party headquarters?
Yes, if it's available.
Now, do you know how much in total, 2023, 2024, you earn by way of allowances that were paid you?
I wouldn't know. I would have to check.
Okay. So we are dealt with the 2023-2024. On record, you are saying that though you received some allowances, these allowances, you never picked them directly. You normally left them with the directorate, and as and when you needed some, same was transmitted to you via Momo, correct?
Not to me.
To spend, okay. So these allowances that you earn, you ended up spending them on party activities, correct?
Some on party activities, some also on other
benevolence?
people. Yes, on other people. Who,
benevolence.
On other people who depend on
needed
me.
On supports. All right. Now, so we have dealt with one leg of it. Now let's come to the information you volunteered, though it's not on your CV. Your other assets. You're saying that you have some investment, and these investments suffer some haircuts, and that you have some earnings. May I know from you, in the year 2023, how much you earned on your investment?
Chair, I wouldn't be able to sit here, and I believe the honourable member cannot answer same for himself.
I'm not on oath, with respect. I'm not on oath. I'm not on oath
to answer this accurately.
Doc,
respectfully, because I'm on oath,
Chairman,
because I'm on oath, I wouldn't want to give a figure that I would not be able to.
Right, so that is fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I wouldn't overstretch it. So, given the opportunity, Chairman, given the opportunity, will you be able to furnish this committee with how much you earn in 2023 from your investment? Would you be able to furnish us with it?
Yes, I will.
2024. Did
Republic
you
Bank.
2024? Did you earn some income on your investment?
Yes.
Given the opportunity, would you be able to?
Bank.
Very well. Now, in your tax assessment, did the Ghana Revenue Authority have the opportunity of knowing all that you had earned by way of investment income?
Yes.
'Please, since you have your tax returns with you, now it's a one-page document. Do you have it with you, please? You've stated there 2023 turnover 34,858. It is stated there.
Yes.
Turnover 34,858. Chargeable income 34,858. Is it the case that you provided these figures to GRA, or they sifted same from the document you provided?
I have a tax person who helps me to do it. So I provided the information, and then this was the assessment that was made.
Which information specifically?
The earnings and everything all put together.
Through your bank statement, you mean?
Through the the earnings from the bank, that is 2024, 2023, and also a fair idea of what I had instructed to be spent from the support that the party had given me in terms of allowance.
So do I take it that the 2023 assessment is a combination of your investment with Republic Bank and the allowances that you earn from the party headquarters, correct?
Exactly.
Same to 2024,
exactly.
Correct? Very well.
That's what I was trying to explain initially.
Yes, but I have to ask you, then you provide the answer. Is that fair?
Yes.
Very well. Are you able to furnish us with the details of this investment as you've referred to?
Yes, I can.
Doc, have you had the opportunity to talk to Honorable Dominic Nito?
Yes, because we served on the transition committee together, and I had to also, as chairperson for two subcommittees, I had to also sit in as chair for the infrastructure subcommittee, and he was the chairperson there. So we co-chaired that, and subsequently we also discussed the Ministry of Defense when my appointment was announced.
Per your date of birth, you were 75 born, correct?
True.
And per the public records of Honorable Nito, he's a 1977 born. I'm disclosing that to you.
He's my junior brother.
I'm saying that he's a 77 born. So, with the benefit of that, what inspiration do you draw from him? He being younger your age, but having successfully managed the ministry for 8 years. How does that inspire you as you get into the ministry? How does that inspire you?
I don't think I would want to engage in ageism, as in young person or old person. Look, young people in this republic have served our nation very well. Old people have also served our nation very well. And the converse is true. Some young people have also performed terribly, and some old people have also performed terribly. So I always don't like it when we try to frame appointment of young people around their ages, and then when it comes to appointing old people, we seem to think that is okay.
Relax, you are not in a box. You are not in the box. Back to your CV. You have item 3 on page 2 of your CV. Ministry of Communication, February 2013 to January 2017. Then, next one, spokesperson to the President of the Republic of Ghana and minister responsible for information, July 2014 to January 2017. Please clarify that for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The evidence speaks for itself. Between 2013 and 2017, I was the Minister for Communications. So for the entire 4 years, I was the Minister for Communications. Between July 2014, that is 1.5 years after becoming Minister for Communications, Ministry of Information and the responsibility to speak for the President was added to my portfolio. And so that also lasted up to January 2017. So if you put these two, let's say, on a time scale, you realize that the Ministry of Communications one will start, and then the information one will be 1.5 years afterwards. But they all terminated at the same point, January 2017, specifically 6th of January.
Which means that within the period, the information ministry was collapsed.
It was realigned. It was merged with the Ministry of Communications.
Doc, when your party was enacting its manifesto, did you play any role in the enactment regarding the defense policy of the manifesto?
Yes, because, and it's not just in 2024, since 2004, I've always had the privilege, whether directly at the committee level or after the document is put together, to review the entire document. And I remember very well, in reviewing the 2024 one, I was far away in London when the document was sent to me, and I reviewed it.
So you were not actively part, so to speak?
Actively part how? To review an entire document is a very laborious and energy-sapping job. So it was a very active process.
So what you're suggesting to this committee is that you were being prepared for this portfolio from what you just said?
I was asked to review the entire manifesto. Mr. Chairman, that could mean I was being prepared.
You mean the entire manifesto?
Yes.
Okay. No. That's what I'm saying.
For.
Wait. You see, Doc, earlier I said, take it easy, you are not in the box. Perhaps you didn't understand me. You see, I am asking you very specific questions to enable us make progress and finish quickly. You may have to pay attention to the specifics. When you do general, then I may have to do some follow-ups. You get what I mean? So please, you pay attention. Let's deal with the defense policy of your manifesto. I'm saying that the enactment of the defense policy in your manifesto, were you part of that enactment?
Can you explain? Are you saying that was Dr. Omane Boamah a member of the defense subcommittee of the Manifesto committee?
So,
thank you. No.
Since your nomination was sent to Parliament, have you had the opportunity to engage the Defense Ministry and its hierarchy?
Yes, I've had the opportunity, and I've also had the opportunity to engage members of our defense subcommittee of the NDC Manifesto.
Please share with us. I believe they've taken you through an 8-year of an administration, the ups and downs. Share with us the success stories they shared with you during this debriefing.
Mr. Chairman, one, we've been able to sustain no terrorist attack within the territory of Ghana, which is good for our country. By the time we were leaving office, there had not been any such attack. And as we speak, there has also not been any such attack. Great for our country. Again, in terms of embarking on the modernization of the army, the Ghana Armed Forces, we've seen increased recruitment. Of course, right here around this table, challenges like regional balance and the need to ensure equity and all those things have also been raised. And gender mainstreaming. That is also something that I would say was shared.